Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, my Iron Rebel Rider channel. So it's called Iron Rebel Rider because I ride a Harley Davidson 883 Iron and I've got two Honda Rebels. So in this set of videos, so I'm doing a little series of making my Honda Rebel 250, so it's a 1997 model. I'm making it into a little chopper. So today I'm going to be replacing the levers. So when I bought it, it's got these little adjustable, well, quite big and chunky adjustable levers on, so I want to change those for sort of more original looking levers. I'm going to put new grips on and new mirrors, and then put my other indicator on as well. So right, let's get going. So this morning I've swapped the adjustable lever that was on it for a more original looking lever. Now this lever that I bought, I think they're about £8.95 each off eBay. So I've got this one, which is the clutch lever, and then the front brake lever, which I'll pop on in a minute. So this clutch lever that I did this morning, I didn't film it because I didn't really know what I was doing, so it took me quite a long time. So all I had to do though, and I didn't even YouTube this, I actually worked it out myself. So I just tracked it back to the cable here, loosened these bolts, gave it a lot more play, and then unscrewed that bolt, a nut on the bottom, so nut and bolt, unscrewed that, it all pinged apart, and then I just got the cable and tucked it into the little slot where it should be, put that back through, went round and tightened back the nuts down there on the adjuster, which was pretty straightforward to do because I could see from how much dirt was on the tightener where it needed to be. So I sussed that out pretty fine, but once I'd done it I thought I'm not going to undo it all again just to film it. So that's that side. And then this side, this one's pretty straightforward because it's got disc brakes, there's no cables or anything, so all I need to do is I took the nut off the bottom before, so I'm just going to take that out, take the lever out. Again, each of these levers were pretty cheap on eBay. So just line the hole up. Put that back in. So I've got my 10mm spanner to tighten it up. Yeah, so don't claim to be any sort of mechanic, so my videos aren't really on YouTube to show people mechanically how to do things. I mean, easy stuff like this, which most people watching will be able to do anyway, but it's just a case of showing you how I'm doing my little budget Honda Rebel 250 chopper build, and see how I enjoy it, get fed up, get excited along the way. And obviously the final video will be of me riding it, which I can't wait. Right, I'm sure there should have been a nut on the bottom of that, so let's just stick it on. Like I say, where it was going through was threaded. Is this the right nut? I'm not sure. I've had an absolute nightmare with the nuts for these. I've made myself make it so much more difficult by losing things. So next job is I'm going to put my grips on. So the grips that I've chosen are these Built Well Torque grips. So I've just got them in a bowl of boiling water just to make them a bit softer for getting on, because they're going to be quite difficult to get on if I don't soften them up. I might end up using some, I've got Fairy Liquid in here as well. Only not Fairy Liquid, it's Morrison's own washing up liquid. And I've got some WD-40 should I need it. So obviously when you put new grips on, you've got a thin one with a narrower opening and one with a wider opening. So this one's for the throttle side, this one is for the clutch side. Right, I'm going to put that one on first. Right, let me think. Yeah, this is right. I'm going to try and do it without WD-40, but I probably won't be able to. I might just squirt a little bit on. And the good thing is, when you do it with, I've done it on my other bikes, when you do it with WD-40, it does dry up and they don't start sliding around when you're riding, so that's good. Trouble now is my hands are wet and slippy. Maybe I should have dried them off before I started doing it. There you go. It's the WD-40 that really helps. That looks nice. Right, now for the other side, this one. Let's hope this one goes on as easily. I'll take my WD-40 round with me. Give the whole thing a dousing in WD-40. Give the whole there a dousing in WD-40 and try again. I mean, it's definitely big enough. It's made for it, so how do I get in there? Right, that's it. It's pretty much on now, so that's looking good. So much better with the grips on, and I love these built well grips. Yeah, that's looking much tidier. Don't know whether to keep these big rubber caps on here or whether to leave them off. I suppose they're good for the weather, but we shall see. Right, next job, mirrors. So got these original mirrors, which are pretty big. So I've taken the other one off. So they're the originals, and these are the little ones I'm putting up. They come with two types of fittings, and on the advert they were really clear about the measurements on the fittings, so I was able to measure my existing fittings, and then I knew that they were going to fit. So it's just a case of putting that in there. And then screwing it in there, which, you know, I'm so lucky that these were the ones I wanted, and that was the way they were set up. So again, just screw the correct fitting in the actual mirror, and then pop it on this end, which I've already removed the mirror from this end. Right, so now I've got everything back on the handlebars. When I sit on it, I feel like this is all tilted too far forward and the whole handlebars are too far forward. So what I'm going to do is tip these back, so the whole fittings need tipping back a little bit, and the whole handlebars to do as well, because that clutch lever is all the way up there. It needs to be dropped down a bit, which I can do, that's no problem. Yeah, so I'm still waiting for my fuel tank to come from China. That's been en route for about a month. I've had an email to say it's been cleared at customs. Now, I don't know which customs that is, whether that's Chinese customs or English customs, but this is the risk you take when you order things from AliExpress. But that's the way, that was the only way I could get hold of the tank that fitted this bike. I wanted a little peanut tank. We'd got a couple in the shed off Harley's, but it was the wrong fitting. But everything I've taken off the bike I've put up for sale, so hopefully that'll recoup some of the money. And I've already had some guy interested in the seat and the indicators that I took off this, so that's good. Although I live in Cheshire and he lives in London, so we've got the job of getting them to him. Right, this is more like it. That's how it should be. thought they were way too far forward, and to be fair, when I put my mirrors on, it was pretty obvious because I couldn't see behind, I could only see down. That's better. I think those mirrors still need some fiddling about with. Right, so I'm just tightening up the handlebar bracket there, making sure it's nice and equal. And then when I've just done this, I'll move on and show you what I've done with the indicators. I don't like making these videos too long because they're not the most exciting. It's not like, I mean, if you follow my channel or see my channel regularly, I like to go out riding, and I do moto vlogs for the rides that I go on. Go to nice places, go and have a brew, usually find some nice little cafe. These videos obviously are just stuck in the summer house because it's the middle of the winter. We're in December now. Say this is just a little winter project to keep me going when I can't get out on the bike, which this year I haven't gone out on it as much because last year I went out on my Harley quite a bit and it got really damaged from salt, so I'm not the best at cleaning my bike off after a ride, so I paid for that last year. Right, so indicators. The indicators, I did a little video earlier on in this series. This video is part 9. No, this one's part 11, sorry. So these were the indicators that I took off. So these big massive chunkers. And then obviously I'm replacing them with these little dudes. So that was a little bracket that I had off eBay. The hole wasn't quite big enough to push the indicator through, so they came separately. So we drilled this hole and made it bigger. So yeah, next job today is to put the other indicator on. And then the front end is getting well on its way. So I shall just do the wiring for that other indicator and catch up with you in a bit. What I also forgot to mention is this choke lever here. So my choke lever originally is here, but the plastic at the bottom of this fitting, because this bike is 28 years old, 29 years old, it's split where the choke cable was supposed to go in. So we bought this little retro choke lever, fitted the choke cable in the back of it. It still needs adjusting, and I might actually move it to there because it just doesn't seem right there. So I'll have a look at that another time, but for now I'm just going to rewire this indicator. Right, so just need to sort my wiring out. So this black one will go to the blue, and then the green is like an earth. It just needs earth into somewhere metal, so I'll probably strip this plastic back, expose the wire, and then just attach it there and tighten the nut round it. So I shall do that. Right, so I've got both indicators wired up. That's the left one, although the right one is coming on as well. And then, but if you notice, the left one's on brighter. And then when I do the right one, that's on brighter and the left one's coming on as well. Now I believe that's because the full circuit isn't in yet, so haven't got the rear indicators on yet. Once I put the rear indicator, I've got my head torch on, excuse me. Oh, it's such a dull, miserable day today. Yeah, so because I haven't got my rear indicators on, which I'm also replacing, the flashing isn't working, and it doesn't know which side to flash at the moment either. So at the moment, the fact that I've got power to them both, I'm pretty pleased about. Just take my key out the ignition. I did blow the main fuse a little while back when I was taking the old indicators off, because I left the key in the ignition turned on and just cut through a wire. So yeah, I shan't be doing that again, hopefully. Now I'm just waiting for rear indicators to come. Still waiting for my fuel tank, and until I've got my fuel tank, we can't really do the seat and the rear mudguard, because the fuel tank has a fitting on it that bolts in here. The seat is also going to bolt in that same bolt hole, so we need the both of them to work out how to do it. And then once the seat's on, the bracket for the seat is going to hold the rear mudguard, and then the sissy bar will attach to the rear mudguard, and the supports here as well. So yeah, the flipping tank needs to come, and then we can get on with the rest of the bike. Yeah, if you like this video, if you give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, you can go and have a look at my Iron Rebel Rider YouTube channel and have a look at some of my motor vlogs as well of some of the ride outs I've done. And I shall leave it there for today, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks everyone, bye.